Whoa.
Big thanks to Napoleon Grills for sponsoring this episode.
I'm going to show you how to make a very easy and delicious homemade teriyaki sauce. And teriyaki sauce is arguably the best sauce you can mix with grilling things. It is a sauce that if you brush it on to anything, it tastes freaking delicious. My recipe is a very easy recipe that tastes freaking delicious, and it only requires ingredients that you already have at home. All you're gonna need is 3 cloves of garlic, of which you're gonna take off the bottom, then go in the opposite direction and start chopping. You want to go as fine as you possibly can. In this case, size does matter. You don't want to have chunky bits of garlic sitting in your sauce, and when you bite into them it's like poof, an explosion of garlic. It's got to be one with the sauce, so go as fine as you possibly can. Then take a piece of ginger, which is about the same size as the amount of garlic that you've got, and cut off the skin of the ginger. And then do the same thing as you did with the garlic. Slice it fine, start chopping until you have a fine consistency. And these are all the fresh ingredients that you're gonna need. So now I'm gonna take my Scotsburg pan, put it on the heat, and start cooking. First step is to heat up 3 tablespoons of peanut oil. If you wanna know if your oil is hot enough, just drop in a little bit of ginger, and when it starts frying like this, you know you're good to go. All I need is a quick fry. I don't need the ginger and garlic to be fully cooked. I just want it to release its flavor. I'm going to add a cup of cane sugar and a cup of a low sodium soy sauce. Mix that up, let the sugars dissolve, then add 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and now the sauce is done, flavor-wise at least. But look at the consistency. It is completely, well, very drippy. We need a thick consistency. The real teriyaki sauce is that thicker consistency that you're used to. Of course you can boil it down, but then the flavors become way too intense. We want to make it as easy as possible and still get a good effect. So I'm going to mix up 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and 3 tablespoons of water. Mix it up until all the lumps are gone. There's a good reason why I don't just put that starch right into the sauce, because then you got all these lumps in the pan and you want to whisk them out, but it's just way too much work, and all these lumps start sticking to everything and you almost can't get them out. But if you got a little bowl like this, it's very easy to mix. You got everything ready to go, and now all you need to do is add it to the sauce like that, and then just slowly stir it and watch it thicken up. And after 5 minutes of stirring, you have a consistency that looks like this. A thick, syrupy consistency, just like you're used to from a good teriyaki sauce. And of course, we made a whole batch of this. So we want to store it, and that's why you gotta have one of these. A little jar, mason jar, something to store that teriyaki sauce into. There we go. And then you can set this in the fridge. If you make this and use it the next day, it's gonna be so much better. But you can store this for many, many months. So don't be afraid to make a lot of it. Look at that, your own batch of homemade teriyaki sauce. Now you are super close to unlocking all of the secrets of the teriyaki sauce. But let me tell you, one of the best ways to use teriyaki sauce is to take some chicken, some fine chicken like this, skewer it onto a wet bamboo skewer, and the gnarlier the chicken is, the better it's gonna be. Stick it on, little skewers like this, season it with a little bit of salt, some pepper, then turn on your Napoleon grill and set it up for direct heat. Put in a cast iron plate, bring that up to extreme heat, then I'm gonna drizzle on a little bit of oil, fry some chili peppers, fry some spring onions, set that aside, and then in the same oil fry the chicken. Once you got a beautiful sear on, it's time to take out your teriyaki sauce and drizzle it all over the chicken. Brush it into every little corner of that chicken. Make sure that it takes on every little bit of that flavor. Once it's caramelized onto the chicken, put it on a cutting board, give it a little time to rest. Put on a little bit of those spring onions and chili peppers, and one more drizzle of that teriyaki sauce. Now, if that doesn't look good, I don't know what does. Let's give it a try. I just died and went to teriyaki heaven. But wait, there's more. Take a fresh fillet cut of salmon with the skin on, season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna put this on my Napoleon grill again, and I'm gonna set it, in this case, over indirect heat. And in this case, I'm gonna be smoking the salmon. My grill has a smoker tray that I can load up with these chips. And these are beech wood chips. That's my favorite flavor to smoke fish with. So I'm gonna load up my tray, slide it into the barbecue, light up the burner underneath. And by turning on the burner underneath the wood chips are essentially slowly going to burn and create a lot of smoke on that salmon, adding flavor to it. And by turning on the burner underneath that smoker tray, I'm going to create a lot of smoke in this barbecue. So I'm closing the lid and let that salmon pick up all of that smoke flavor. The salmon is starting to look good. It's not fully cooked yet, but for the last 10 to 15 minutes, I want to drizzle on that teriyaki sauce, all that magic onto the salmon, and brush it on, make sure everything gets nice and sticky, and then let it continue to cook. Whoa! Of course I'm gonna hit it with another dose of teriyaki sauce. I can't get enough of this stuff. That's how good this is. Brush it on a little bit. There we go. To finish it off, I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit of furikake. There we go. Got some sesame seeds, some seaweed, and that's the final dish. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna enjoy it, and hopefully you're gonna enjoy the recipe too.
Please go step aside. Yes.
We already ate the chicken, just so you know. It's gone.
Wow.
That salmon looks freaking amazing.
Wow.
Don't forget their skin on the bottom.
Yeah, the skin is the most beautiful thing.
The thing is, like in the barbecue and put the skin on, you leave the skin on, it just acts like a shield. It protects the whole salmon, keeps it nice and juicy. Cheers,
Go.
mate.
Cheers.
More.
I confirm. You gotta make this.
Oh. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. Of course, it's also on our website, PitmasterX.com. The link's down below. And you got these teriyaki sauces that are kind of light or sweet. This one's a little bit more powerful. So you want to make sure you brush it onto something, and that's where it shines. The taste is like intense. But then brush it onto chicken, brush it onto salmon, brush it onto anything you like, beef.
Eat it with a spoon, I don't care. Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Until then.
Eetsmakelijk. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna link the furikake as well.
Furikake?
Furikake?
Furikake.
Furikake. Well, the link is gonna be in the recipe because the combination is
It's fantastic, right?
amazing.